Shooting YouTube videos is exhausting, but immensely satisfying. Now, over the years, there are some tips and tricks that I've kind of picked up, some from others, some from trial and error, my own experience, and in today's video, I want to share some of these tips with you guys. How to shoot videos C4ETech style. Hey guys, Ash here from C4ETech, and hope you find this one interesting. Now before we begin, neither am I an expert nor do I claim to be one. Now that's the reason why the title of this video does not say tips to shoot like a pro or anything. It's just tips to shoot C4ETech style. So if you feel, if you have any input, if you have something, if you have any tips for me to improve, if you have an idea, leave a comment down below. Maybe it would help me bring you better content. And if you do end up liking what you see in this video, please do go ahead and turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon. So first, let's start with this basic shot, a pan. Now this is a tip I learned from Wang when he was at Digital Rev TV. So all credits to him and Digital Rev. Using a rubber band on a fluid head tripod, it helps keep things smooth and you get nice pans. Whether it's vertical or horizontal, it helps keep the motion even and the resulting footage looks great. Another quick tip is to set manual focus and throw something in front of what you're panning from. Leave something out of focus. It helps create a depth of field, an extra dimension to the shot. It just makes it look cooler. I learned this when I shot my Drama Live video a few years back with a couple of professionals helping me out. So in this shot, throwing this fake plant in front of the camera made it a lot more interesting, didn't it? Motion shots that come to a stop at a particular point, a SIM tray, a headphone jack, a camera, that stop point, it is a problem at times. Now, with enough time and practice, yeah, sure, it is possible to smoothly bring the camera to a halt, but it is not easy. So what is easy, what I usually do is shoot this backwards and then reverse it in post-production. So this shot, I would start from the camera and then pan away. And then on Premiere Pro, I would just hit reverse and boom, we'd get a smooth shot with the camera slowly coming to rest exactly where I wanted to. Number 4, Boca is always good. So when I'm traveling and I don't have a desk to unbox the phone, I usually end up having the box in hand. Now the ground is blurred out on the Boca here. It kind of makes the shot looks nicer than it would if I used a regular desk. So if you don't have the lighting or a nice desk phase or taking stuff out of a box, just having it in hand and letting the background blur out is a nice option. Way better than putting your hand on a table and letting those shadows show. Now, I'm not the only one who shoots at C4ETech. Some of my colleagues prefer the table shot. So it is personal preference. Me, I like the Boca. What about you? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, number 5, sliders, gimbals, they can be pricey and more importantly, they're time consuming to set up and use. But if you just want to get a little bit of movement in your shots, set up the frame, keep it nice and good, just free up the vertical axis, and just pull the tripod back or push it front, and that's a nice shot. Again, if you noticed, I just reversed the footage. It makes for a nice little floating shot. Now moving on to number 6, this is probably the most important choice I make when I'm shooting on the go. Should I shoot 4K at 30 FPS or 1080 at 60 FPS? Now, when I'm shooting at my office, the FS7 that I use most of the times can do 4K at 60 FPS. But when I'm on the go, the A7 III can only do either 4K at 30 or 1080p at 60. Now, there are times where I might need to go with either 4K 30 or 1080 60. So let's take this instance. Say I want to show a SIM slot. Here I might shoot 4K 30, a 3 to 4 second shot handheld, and then do a software zoom with the editing software. So the end result looks like this. Now, since I shot this at 4K, I don't lose out on resolution and you guys still end up seeing crispy footage. sometimes, say for example, I need to do what we call a compass shot. So say I'm talking about the camera of the phone and I want to do something like this. So I'm holding the camera in one hand and the phone in the other. So here I'm just panning and played back in real time, the shot looks something like this. Now this is 60 FPS. It's not too stable, is it? Now I can slow it down to 40%, that is 24 FPS. At this point, the footage doesn't look choppy, but at the same time, the stabilization looks better. Now, if you think you're noticing some kind of choppiness here, hey, I've been doing this all video from the start. Every sample shot I've shown you, every tip I've slowed it down at least a little bit. Have you noticed it? Anyway, here's a bonus tip. This one is something I picked up from Arun, Mr. Who's the Boss, when we met a few months back. When you shoot something, you can express it from multiple angles. It kind of keeps the video interesting, keeps things varied. It kind of helps a lot. So that's basically it. We have a lot of phones coming out real soon and it's gonna get quite hectic. Before that, I wanted to take a break and do a not too smartphone-y video, if I can call it that, and thought this would be an interesting topic. What do you think? Did you find this video interesting? Would you like to see more such videos? Let me know in the comments below. And if you guys end up using these tips and shooting a video of your own, please do share that link with me on the comments or on Twitter, and I would love to check that out. With that, I guess we get to the end of the video. It is time I bid you adieu. Thumbs up, thumbs down based on whatever you felt about it. Share this video with friends and family if you can. Subscribe, turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon if you haven't yet. And here are a couple of videos for you to check out and a link to our other channel, FTJ. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4ETech and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye. Okay, I overshot, so let me come back again. There are things I really want to share with you, but to share those things with you, I need to read stuff off my teleprompter, and for that, I need something called an AirPad to be connected to my teleprompter. But my wonderful team have not paired the AirPad with the teleprompter, which means my teleprompter is not moving.